A fam culpable if you don't act. I am obsessively bent on quality, to an unhealthy degree. My affliction has been, I can make something or draw something or design something better than I can explain it. Indian cinema seems to be growing very well at its own pace. I'm an Obama supporter, no question. But it doesn't mean there's nothing to learn from the other side. I certainly feel injustice. I'm no foreigner to that, whether it's real or perceived. Success is a beast, and it actually puts the emphasis on the wrong thing. You get away with more instead of looking within. I always liked those moments of epiphany, when you have the next destination. In Missouri, where I come from, we don't talk about what we do, we just do it. If we talk about it, it's seen as bragging. It's a lovely experience walking around a museum by yourself. I'm drawn to furniture design as complete architecture on a minor scale. With sons and fathers, there's an inexplicable connection and imprint that your father leaves on you. We sometimes let ourselves be rated too much by others. We put so much emphasis on a paycheck or what a magazine says. I was so intent on trying to find a movie about an interesting life, but I wasn't living an interesting life myself. It's a violent world we live in. I don't agree with trying to hide that or cover it up. My happiest moment is the day they call rap and I'm free. I'm not looking back. In some ways, I'm still a kid from Missouri and Oklahoma, and I'm trying to find my way. I die really well, by the way. It's one of my strong points. I just take a bullet well. I spent the 90s trying to hide out, trying to duck the full celebrity cacophony. I always knew I was going somewhere, going out. I just knew. I just knew there were a lot more points of view out there. I start asking a lot of questions about my own life, and it's not necessarily fun, but it's a good exercise. I always thought that if I wanted to do a family, I wanted to do it big. I wanted there to be chaos in the house. What we're seeing now is that greed is still alive and kicking, and banks are bigger than ever. I think LA is impossible. There's just too much media focus. You can't live a normal life. I think someone's conversation, whether in email or in person, should be private. I didn't realize how interesting the place I come from is until I left home and saw how other cultures handled things differently. Given a chance, I would like to work with Aishwarya Rai Bachchan because she's a versatile actor. I've never seen a publicist that could protect me from things, protect anyone from what's going on out there. I grew up very religious, and I don't have a great relationship with religion. My kids are just waiting for me at home. I'm their father. They're wondering, when's Daddy coming home? I'm 48 now, and whatever I get music-wise, I get from my kids, and that's it. I don't think I'll ever be hip again. I had a very supportive family environment that gave me room to explore and discover things about myself. You want to stake your own claim. You don't want to be called a copycat. The Assassination of Jesse James remains one of my favorite films that I've done. You know, it's still labeled a loser. I would love to work in a Bollywood film as there is so much drama and color in the films there. I'm satisfied with making true choices and finding the woman I love, Angie, and building a family that I love so much. I'd say that Tree of Life is not a Christian so much as a spiritual film. It's those difficult times that inform the next wonderful time, and it's a series of trade-offs, of events, of wins and losses. I get enraged when people start telling other people how to live their lives. Certainly the attrition rate of Hollywood couples looms large. I've worked with some really great directors, and I'm really choosy about them because they're telling the story at the end of the day.